Let's cross over to Juba with Jeff Koinange and President Salva Kiir.
Thanks so much, Ayub. Yes, you are indeed right. We are live in the South Sudanese capital, Juba. The presidency, to be precise, 11 days after the country celebrated 15 years since independence. Our guest tonight, a one-on-one exclusive with President Salva Kiir Mayarditdit, who has announced that he's running for election this coming December as the country goes to the polls. Mr. President, good to see you.
Happy to see you.
Thank you, sir.
After many years.
Many years, yes. And we'll talk about that because the last time I was here was 2019, 7 years.
Yeah.
A lot has changed in Juba. I'll come to that in a moment.
Okay.
First, Mr. President, your country goes to the polls in 5 months. Is South Sudan ready for that election?
South Sudan is ready for elections because the people would want to elect their leaders and then to get out of this transition. And the transition for the people think that it is not good with them. And so the election is good with them.
Mr. President, last time I was here, this country was on the brink of war. It was a terrible time. After that, peace agreement was signed, comprehensive peace agreement. It still exists to this day. It reminds me of Kenya during the post-election violence. You remember 2008. We had a president, vice president, prime minister, 2 deputy prime ministers. It was a big government. You have 5 vice presidents sitting at one table. How is that working for you?
It worked because we needed peace. And so we have to make compromises so that we reach where we are today.
Has it been tough?
It was, but we managed it.
What was the secret?
Will you want to be the vice president of the government of Kenya?
Me?
Okay. Then it is just, it doesn't come in.
But you managed, you succeeded, because, the country is peaceful for the most part now.
Thank you.
Mr. President, last time we were here, the country was on the brink of war. And things were really getting out of hand. But then peace prevailed, comprehensive peace agreement, which has 5 vice presidents sitting at the table. How is that working for you?
It worked. It worked, and this is why we reached to this date. Otherwise, it could have not, if we had to turn to another direction. This would have not worked.
How did you manage it? Because, like you said, it could have gone the other way. How did you manage it?
I really tried all the compromises. Although I told my predecessor, Omar al-Bashir, I told him in Khartoum when he was still in power that if you bring me so many vice presidents, where will I accommodate them? You know Juba, you were there, and then there are no houses that you have built for vice presidents. Number 2, vehicles for the vice presidents to run the country are not there. What he was telling me was that he will work with me so that he can increase the oil production. He will talk to the company so that they increase the production, so that there is no gap. I said, okay, if you are committed to that, I don't have any objection.
And then the guns went silent. What was the secret?
The people that wanted positions were given positions, others were promised.
Mr. President, when you landed the other day, we've seen a lot of changes in Juba the last 7 years. Plenty of changes. Brand new airport. There are roads that have been built, lots of infrastructure, tall buildings coming up.
It was tough, but we were for it, and so we moved from step to step. One is that we did not accept fighting. We concentrate on maintaining ceasefire, and whatever we can do for the development, we did it.
And you're still doing it?
We are still doing it.
5 years from now, will there be a different Juba here?
Yes.
Yeah. The other thing is, a lot of people ask about the independence of the judiciary. Your thoughts?
Yes, it is independent. You have the executive, which is the presidency, and then followed by the parliament, and then followed by judiciary. These three are operating independently.
Mr. President, let's go back to the elections in December. Once the voting is done and the votes are counted, should your people, should South Sudanese expect any change in government?
There will be changes after the elections. So now you can see the 5 vice presidents. What will they do? Like in the parliament, we have 650 members. What will they do? Because this huge government prevented development. So they will have to be reduced so that there is a window of development.
Mr. President, with elections, again, barely 5 months away, what message do you have to your people, South Sudanese across this country, and the hundreds of thousands more living overseas? What do you tell them?
The first thing to tell them is that to thank them for their endurance. All this long transitional period should have triggered whatever disappointment. But I thank South Sudanese for their endurance. Number 2, they must go in for elections. Registration of voters will start very soon. So I want them to register in big numbers so that when they go for voting, they pick their leaders. This will not be dictated to them. Number three, the peace agreement must be maintained. People must remain united and should not fragment into tribes, because we have 64 tribes. This will be the worst scenario if people go there. But if they maintain peace in the way they have been all these years, to remain united, if they remain united, we will have no problem.
Mr. President, good to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
If you ever want to give that hat to me anytime, huh? I love cowboy hats. Yes. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.